Okay, I have to ask. Your powers make absolutely no sense.
That's because making sense is optional. Reality and I have an understanding. It minds its business, and I ignore it.
No, seriously. Every superpower has rules. Mine, spider abilities. Yours, you pull a chainsaw out of thin air, get flattened into a pancake, then pop back up like nothing happened. How is any of that possible?
Possible? That's a moot question, Spidey. The better question is, was it funny? If the answer is yes, then it works. Physics can file a complaint later.
So you're telling me, if I punched you through 10 buildings, you just dust yourself off and call it a warm-up?
Precisely. I turn into a cartoon crater, whistle a little tune, and bounce back like the universe just gave me a minor inconvenience. Whatevs.
That's not an explanation. That's just you replacing the laws of the universe with, because I felt like it.
Bingo! Now you're getting it. Logic is a guideline, causality is negotiable, and common sense, that's somebody else's problem?
That's honestly terrifying. You're not just strong, you're unpredictable. How do you even fight someone who can rewrite the situation whenever they want?
You don't fight chaos, Spidey. You try to understand it, and that's where you lose. My powers don't follow the rules of reality. They follow the rules of comedy, imagination, and whatever ridiculous idea pops into my head.
Your abilities don't actually have a limit. The only thing deciding what you can do is whether it be entertaining. That's not a power set, that's reality giving up.
Now you're thinking beyond conventionality. Limits are for people who acknowledge them. I don't transcend reality because I'm powerful. I transcend it because I refuse to treat it as anything more than a suggestion.
That's absurd. Every time I think I've figured you out, you invalidate the conclusion 5 seconds later. Fighting you isn't a battle. It's arguing with a universe that keeps changing the definition of possible.
Precisely. You're searching for consistency and a performance that was never meant to have any. The moment you think you found a pattern, I become the exception. That's the joke.
So all this time, I've been trying to apply reason to something fundamentally unreasonable. No wonder every strategy I come up with becomes obsolete the instant you decide it'd be funnier another way.
Now you've reached the punchline. The greatest mistake anyone can make is assuming I play by the same script they do. I don't bend the rules, I change the genre.
So basically, you're not just a powerful being, you're a walking loophole. A character who can ignore logic itself because the universe treats your imagination as a valid argument.
Finally, you see it. People keep trying to measure me with strength, speed, or durability when the entire premise is flawed. Those metrics become moot the moment I decide the scene should play out differently.
Then there isn't really a way to counter you, is there? Every tactic relies on cause and effect, but you treat cause and effect like optional dialogue instead of immutable laws.
Exactly. You're trying to solve an equation while I'm busy rewriting the mathematics. The instant you think you've cornered me, the premise changes and suddenly the impossible is the most ordinary thing in the room.
I think I finally understand. Debating your powers is futile. The discussion itself becomes moot. And because the answer is always, whatever creates the most entertaining outcome. By that standard, there was never a consistent system to analyze in the first place.
At last, the epiphany. My abilities were never designed to withstand scrutiny. They were designed to make scrutiny irrelevant. The moment you demand consistency, you've already misunderstood the performance.
You know, I came here expecting to figure out how your powers worked. Instead, I figured out why that question never had an answer. Trying to explain you with logic is like trying to catch smoke with a net.
And that's why, Spidey, the moment you stop asking how does it work and start asking would it be funny, everything suddenly makes perfect sense.
I hate how that's somehow the most logical thing you've said all day.
Ending. And that's the conversation. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment who you want to see debate next. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.